Hello, my name is Amy Sturkey. I am a pediatric physical therapist. I'm here with Jessica Kent Mora and her husband. This is Jason Mora. And I wanted to bring you in because I wanted to hear the stories. How long have y'all been married?
3 years.
3 years.
3 years. And how did y'all first meet?
Going back to the outdoor amphitheater.
Y'all both worked at the same place?
Yeah. I worked there first. But
You worked there first and then he came on. He was a new guy.
Right.
And so y'all were on the same team or in different departments or?
My first day, we were made partners, and I wasn't too sure on my first day. I thought I was going to end up doing all the work, but I was wrong, of course.
So you thought, oh man, I've got somebody who's got cerebral palsy. Did you
Right.
even know she had cerebral palsy?
No.
No, you just saw somebody in a wheelchair
Right.
and you made the assumption, oh man, I'm gonna have to do all the work.
Right. But I was wrong.
But you were wrong. So
She pretty much runs the show over there.
you run the show.
I did.
And I'm just thinking about, I've only been to a concert at that venue a couple of times. But I'm imagining at that concert that people get rowdy and you're in security.
I'm not. He is.
You were in security?
I do guest services.
You do guest services
And I'm security.
and you're security.
I
And
I was guest services at first,
okay.
when I first met her.
And so your guest services, you're dealing with the public. And so my gut feel is that people start acting rowdy and they see you and they go, "Puh, you're a pushover." And but you're not.
No.
I know.
Not at all.
I have no problem clotheslining somebody.
So so you're able to manage that
Oh yeah.
and
She is. She's very capable of taking care of herself out there.
right. And so y'all met and you went from, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to do everything to, man, she's basically handling this.
Yeah. We became very good friends the first time. The first day together. And I was kind of in love with her too.
You were kind of in love with her at first.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I wasn't sure if I could be in a relationship like that, you know, how that would work.
Because you'd never dated anybody
Right,
with cerebral palsy or special needs before.
right.
Right. But there was something about her.
There was.
Red hair, yeah. red hair, yeah. The stubbornness.
You like the stubbornness.
He likes the red hair.
Our
You-
personalities matched up really well.
How could they not? They were the same. Red hair.
And so how long before did you ask her out? What happened? Tell me what happened.
We just remained friends for 12 years.
For 12 years you were made
12.
friends. But from the beginning you kind of had a crush on her.
I did.
Oh my gosh. So for 12 years you were walking around going, I kind of like this girl, but she's got or it was probably not a and she's got cerebral palsy, but I'm kind of in love with this girl.
He had other things holding him back
Okay.
before it came to fruition.
Okay. All right. So at some point you became available. And you thought, I know who I want to ask out. Oh my gosh. And when you had a crush on her, but you were thinking, what would that be like? Is that what?
Yes, that was the question. Is it even possible?
To have a relationship.
And am I even prepared for a relationship like that? You know,
Because again, were you thinking you were going to have to do a bunch of work?
no,
What were you thinking?
I wasn't sure. I don't know.
It's different when you become in a relationship with a disabled because our lifestyles aren't the same as yours. So it's kind of taking the time to get to know their lifestyle, the day, the everyday in and out, whatever you need to find out. Like we started dating and went together for at least a year and a half before we even talked about going further.
Huh.
Because he had to learn the day what I did during the day, what I could do by myself, what I can't do, what I, whatever.
Right.
But, I mean,
So I wasn't sure if I was prepared for that myself.
Right.
So-
Now, you had dated before?
one prior, but it just didn't, because, people are jerks.
Well, I do think that finding the right partner,
And it's a special person to take on.
I think it takes a special person for any person.
Yeah.
I think
True.
it's really hard to find the right person for you because we all have our own set of strengths and weaknesses and pet
Right.
peeves and things that we're crazy about and things that we won't put up with. And
But
Right.
then again, going back to my religious factor, I don't think it was on any of our terms. It was all in the higher power.
so you think you felt it was meant to be
Mm-hmm.
that the two of you were going to meet. And
Yeah, we just had to wait for the stars to align right for us, and they did.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so y'all dated for a year and a half
Yeah, year and a half, 2 years. Yeah.
before you decided
Mm-hmm.
that this is the person I want to be with forever.
Mm-hmm.
And did y'all live together first? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, just to see what that was like first.
Well, he had to,
He had to.
because he didn't know what my living situations were, outside of when he went to his house.
Right. So you feel like,
He had to move in here for a year or more to see how I really had my accommodations, how I did my life.
Yeah.
and so were you worried that you were going to have to do a lot of physical work to help take care of her? And
Not too worried about it. It's just we just wanted to give it some time for me to get used to it before we decided to really get married.
and do your parents like him?
Oh yes.
And your family, do they like Jessica?
They love her. Love her.
Who doesn't love me?
Ah, that's true.
Who doesn't love me, Amy?
And do people? I'm sorry. Do people give you a hard time about?
No.
No, because once they meet Jessica, they go, "Oh, that's
Because
why."
They know I'm a smart ass, and I'll come back to what, Sorry,
It's okay.
parents watching.
So, what's the day in a life in your relationship like?
I mean, I'm here during the day by myself when he's at work, and then when he gets home from work, it's like, 'cause he cooks dinner, and, if I need to shower, he just guides me, in and out. I wash my own hair, I do my own hair, and, I don't wear makeup, I'm sure if I did, he would put it on there for me. He's learned to put my hair in a ponytail over the past 3 years, because that's a necessity. But I mean, I basically live. He just drives me, to and from work if I need to work, or if
No, we haven't talked about that. Did you ever think about driving?
I did get the evaluation.
Uh-huh.
I did go to Greensboro for the evaluation.
Right.
They didn't give me a definite yes or definite no.
Right.
They do the eval based on they put you in a adaptive vehicle.
Uh-huh.
And they see how you drive with hand controls and how you drive without hand controls.
Right.
So they give you both tests.
Right.
I did better with hand controls, but those my reflexes were the issue.
Okay.
They were kind of hesitant on saying that. They said that if I went to get my permit from the DMV, that I could come back up there and do the training for being able to drive. So, which gave me the idea of, they didn't give me the yes or the no. They gave me the we'll train you and see how you do it.
Right.
You know, but I never followed through with that because of COVID and all that.
Okay. So you drive her.
Yeah.
Sometimes your parents drive. Sometimes you drive
Mostly
her.
me.
And I think every partner worries about their spouse when they're not there. Do you worry more about her because she has cerebral palsy at home, or?
No, not really. We have our dog, Diesel.
Uh-huh.
He's very big, so I know that he'll protect her.
Uh-huh.
He's not letting anybody in the house.
Uh-huh.
So I don't worry a whole lot.
Uh-huh. And how do you feel like your relationship is different because you're with somebody that has cerebral palsy?
I mean, for me, it doesn't seem different to me. I mean,
He
I'm so.
didn't see me with this belly.
We were friends for so long, and then, you know, and now we've spent so much time together, everything just seems normal to me.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't feel different.
Right.
And we have a regular marriage. Nothing holds us back.
And y'all started dating later, so have y'all ever thought about having kids?
Oh, no. I really make my life harder.
That would make your life harder.
No kids.
Pictures.
Well, I mean, everybody gets to make that choice.
Having a newborn, me by myself during the day. No.
Well,
No kids.
yeah, I mean, I chose not to have kids too, so, yeah. Well, I just love, y'all seem, y'all haven't seen it, but I've been around them, and they just seem really happy together
We're very happy.
and just really well matched for each other. And
That's for sure.
And I just love the way y'all interact, and I love that y'all are equals, and just, I don't know what to say. I just think your relationship is really beautiful, and I'm just so excited that
Thank you.
we're able to talk to them.
It is a beautiful
I
thing.
put a new spin on your videos because then, you know, everybody will get to see how far you can go without having, you know, limitations.
Right.
I mean, I have limitations, obviously, but you don't hold yourself back from what you want to achieve if you have a disability.
Right. And
Give people the encouragement to go out and
yeah, and
if you want it, go get it. That's what I always say.
well, it's obviously been a theme in your life. I hope this is helpful for y'all, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.